Thank you very much for setting this all up, Paul. I appreciate it.
It's my honor and my privilege.
A lot of people ask me very important questions, specifically about my title reign, as historic and epic as it is. One of the more frequent ones they ask me is what my most important victory has been. Before last night, I'd be hard-pressed to come up with a single one because, let's be honest, there's been a lot of victories.
Almost too many.
But last night at Survivor Series, beating Ryback and John Cena single-handedly in the same match, number one with a bullet.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. It's because nobody thought I could win. All of you. Maybe it's because you're losers yourself thought I was going to lose. I don't know. Only 2 people believed that I could pull off the impossible, and they're both standing in this ring.
Thank you.
With the odds stacked up against me like they've never been stacked up against me before, CM Punk, your WWE champion, survived Survivor Series and cemented his legacy. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. It's a celebration.
Yeah, and I don't think Ryback's here to party. The monster cometh. Ryback has his... Wait a minute! Look at... It's those guys again!
Oh, my God.
Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose. The 3 men that cost Ryback the title at Survivor Series.
Look, it looks like Ryback's having a little better luck handling here tonight. He may have been expecting these 3 clowns to show up.
And Ryback trying to get the CM Punk. That's Dean Ambrose trying to hang on. And now Seth Rollins into the ring. These kids from NXT, the developmental territory. Some reason they're here, and some reason they targeted Ryback. Roman Reigns takes a right hand. And this call continues.
Oh, my God.
A 3-on-1 assault. Trying to drag Ryback out of the ring. That pack of dogs mentality again. They're humbling.
Let's do it again.
Oh, come on. No. That cycle past the stream. Let's do it again. In reference to what they did to Ryback last night.
Get him up. Bring him up. Get him up. Let's go.
No. Watch it.
2 times.
Oh, come on. Not the second night in a row. Look at this. No. Oh, my God.
It doesn't affect me.
Best in the world.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, ooh yeah.
And now, here's your host of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon Derry.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Really? Yeah!
Hello and welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. As you heard in the opening clip there, the celebration of 365 days as WWE Champion CM Punk making it through Survivor Series this past Sunday. We've got a full Survivor Series review coming up over the course of this abbreviated hour. Fearon Derry here with you. We've got high school football coming up at 12:45, so it's certainly going to be an interesting hour, but got definitely a lot to talk about. Something I want to throw out there to you, a couple of things actually. Obviously, this past Thursday was Thanksgiving, in case you were living under a rock or perhaps even Plymouth Rock, who knows. But I want to know, what are you thankful for in wrestling? For me, I'm thankful for the freedom to cheer the heels and boo the faces. That's right, cheering the bad guys and booing the good guys, and having the freedom and opportunity to do so. But what are you thankful for out there? We'll take a look at some Facebook feedback coming up. And if you could make a Survivor Series team out of your 4 or 5, because I know they went in both directions for a while in WWE. If you could make a Survivor Series team of your favorite all-time wrestlers against your all-time least favorites, who would they be? And I'll throw my examples for that out in a little bit later. Also, well, we had Survivor Series. Of course, the big involvement coming at the end of the pay-per-view, both at the pay-per-view as well as on Monday Night Raw. The introduction to the WWE Universe, for those who haven't been watching NXT, of the 3 of the developmental guys, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, interjecting themselves, beating up Ryback, and on both occasions putting him through a table. So, or in this case, not just any table, but the announcer's table. I believe in both cases it was the regular announcer's table as opposed to the infamous and dreaded Spanish announcer's table that's always there at ringside waiting for someone to be put through. Looking at the rest of the card from Survivor Series, before the show even started, of course, you had 3MB beating Zack Ryder and Santino Marella. Didn't exactly get that one right. There was a bonus match, which I put on Facebook, kind of gave my prediction as it was happening. Brodus Clay, Justin Gabriel, Tyson Kidd, Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio against Tensai, Primo, Epico, and the Primetime Players. And the only survivors in that, 4 out of the 5. Gabriel, Kidd, Sin Cara, and Mysterio. That one I actually surprisingly got right. Also, Eve beat Caitlyn to retain the Divas Championship. That was in a little over 7 minutes. Antonio Cesaro beating R-Truth to retain the U.S. title. And Sheamus beating the Big Show by disqualification. And that, of course, allows Show to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. And then in the other Survivor Series matches, initially they had advertised just the one. You have Dolph Ziggler, David Otunga, Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, and Damian Sandow beating Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, Kane, The Miz, and Randy Orton. In that Survivor Series match, the sole survivor was Dolph Ziggler. Had I known there were going to be 2 matches going on, probably would have picked the heels, but I picked the faces, Team Foley in that one, and didn't exactly go well for me. With Sheamus winning by disqualification, even though Show held on to the belt, as I kind of figured, Sheamus did win the match, so they didn't get that one right either. And, of course, CM Punk beating Cena and Ryback in that triple threat match to retain the WWE Championship. 4-3 on my pay-per-view predictions, 94-54 for 2012. Man, where's that record when the Phillies need it? Oh, go figure. Anyway, we've got some Facebook feedback coming up. For now, though, let's take care of our first timeout, because we've got 2 timeouts coming in the course of the 45 minutes, and just like that, we're already a third of the way through the show. Amazing how that works here. But we'll get to more of your calls on the other side, as well as some Facebook feedback. And again, the questions I'm throwing out today: what are you thankful for in wrestling? And if you could make a Survivor Series team of your all-time favorites against your all-time least favorites, who would they be? I see that John from the Northeast is already rather active on the Facebook feedback, and we'll get to that on the other side. Let me give you the numbers: 215-949-3232, or toll free at 888-922-2149. Those are the numbers to reach us. You can also check out and provide some Facebook feedback on the Facebook fan page. Just look for WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly. This is WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.